All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, it's been a cluster on the back end. I've been scrambling to get things together. Again, we're a little bit behind schedule, but we have one more series on the night here, a Division D matchup between Tumbleweeds and Wild Kratts. Two teams that have yet to be on stream, so we're going to get to see them play. But I am joined by a mythical legend, a mythical creature, the Dcrl. He's made it to LAN. What? I think we were talking about it. You've made it to the grand finals twice and lost.
Yeah, grand finals 2-0, winning it 0-2, but it's fine.
That's some coop level stats. I don't know if he's even listening, but anyways, we are so glad to have you back, B. Crawford, making your appearance. It's a lot of stuff going on, but anyways, like I said, we're behind schedule, so I'm not going to spend too much time here. Gonna go ahead, toss it over to the screen. The Division D standings here. We got Tumbleweeds versus Wild Kratts. Tumbleweeds on the season right now, 1-1 currently. They're actually leading the league, or not league, division in goals per game, which is a lot of fun to see. So maybe we're gonna see a high octane, high offensive pressure team coming up from Tumbleweeds, and they're gonna be facing off against Wild Kratts, who are 1-2 on the season. And they're leading the division with 7.4 shots per game. So gonna be interesting. Maybe a couple offensive minded teams going up against each other. Maybe it's gonna be a high scoring affair. Gonna go ahead and toss it over to Tumbleweeds now. Like I said, they are 1-1. The captain of this team is none other than PhotoNut, long time member of Dcrl. I think this is gonna be his 5th season playing in the league. And he picks up 2 new players to Dcrl in Crazy Warrior 77 and Vortex Gamer. Man, oh man, B. Crawford, something stands out to me right away, and it's that Vortex Gamer guy. I mean, he's leading his team with 1.43 goals per game as the 3rd pick here in Division D.
Yeah, that's impressive. I looked, it was, I think, tied 2nd with Paco. Yeah, it's definitely an impressive stat. And the fact that PhotoNut and Vortex are like 5th and 6th, or 2nd and 5th in goals per game in Div D, it's going to be just an offensive battle here with these two teams.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You actually got roasted in the chat by K-Tool's girlfriend.
What? That's all right. I already got my girl bagged. It's fine.
That's true. Guys, B. Crawford's getting married. I just want to put that out there. So he's doing things. He drops Rocket League and he's doing real life things, which is crazy. I didn't know anybody in Rocket League could have a girlfriend or even a fiance at this point. So crazy stuff. But anyways, quick side note. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Wild Kratts. Like I said, 1-2 on the season. This team is led by yet another legend of the Dcrl community, Jumbo Kid, the man who doesn't use ball cam. It's crazy. I don't understand how he does it, but he is joined by Rhino and Crabinator, another 2 players that are new to Dcrl this season. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Jumbo Kid, he finds success in a very interesting way. I mean, like we said, because he doesn't use ball cam, his playstyle is actually quite different from what we've seen. Maybe he's adapted ball cam by now, I'm not too sure, but if he hasn't, it's a lot of fun to see. I don't know if you got any info on these boys.
Yeah, I mean, first thing, like Jumbo shots per game, 3.47. I mean, that's ridiculous. I think it's ahead by quite a few. And he also leads in demoed per game, which isn't the greatest stat, but he makes up for it with 1.27 demos per game. So, I mean, like, he's not losing too much there. But I think Rhino having a great season so far with not only 0.9 goals per game, but also 1.47 saves. So he's doing a really good job on that back line, as well as Crabinator actually too. He's got 1.3, so he's right there. So his defense looks pretty solid with this team.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I got unadded by Jumbo Kid, or maybe he has a different name than what I'm used to.
I sent one to Jumbo Kid. He's already in the party.
He is?
Yeah, we got Crab, Rhino, and Jumbo in here. We're looking for
we're missing the other team. I am
here,
so
I sent
slow.
One.
Sorry.
I sent one to Photo.
Okay, yeah. We're going to work on getting these boys in. Like I said at the end of last series, both these teams have yet to be on stream. Like I said, Division D has been, unfortunately, the more neglected division. I think they've been on stream the least out of the all the divisions. Looks like PhotoNut needs another invite.
He declined it.
But yeah, so it's going to be exciting to see some more Division D action. The couple Division D matches that I have seen, they've been way better than I really expected for them to be. You know, a lot of these players are actually very capable Rocket League players, and I mean, we've seen it with Jumbo Kid, right? So I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun to see. But anyways, as is tradition, B Crawford, we always do our predictions. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you first what your prediction of this matchup's gonna be.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking long and hard about this one. My heart wants to say Wild Kratts just because like the stats don't lie, but I honestly think I'm gonna go against it and say that Photonuts team will pull this out. The Tumbleweeds will take it. We'll say 3-1. And yeah, I think Photo just has a really good game. Vortex, that duo, I think it's one of the best duos in the league. And yeah, I think they take this one.
Yeah, I mean, with stats like that, I don't really know how they lost a series. I mean, you got 2 players with over a goal per game. It's really hard to argue against that, but I will never agree with my co-caster. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Wild Kratts might take this one. I think the no ball cam wizard in Jumbo Kid might come out strong. I mean, Rhino, like you said himself, doesn't have too bad of goals per game. You know, getting close to that 1 goal per game mark. Up there with Jumbo Kid, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to see. I'm gonna say Wild Kratts take this one. I don't know, game 4. We'll say that 3-1.
Okay. So opposite. I like it.
Yep. We do have Photonut taking a potty break, so we're gonna go ahead and I'll watch the cam, make sure we can get him back. Wait, dude, I can see him. I can see his cam. Is he just peeing at his setup? Peeing in his
being in a bottle.
What's going on, dude? He's lying. What is going on here? Dude, you said bathroom. Oh wait, maybe it's not Photonut. Maybe I'm just tripping.
Oh yeah, I think it's Vortex. He's not in this game.
Dude, I thought Photonut was the guy that had to go. Bro's just like, maybe maybe he's got like a crazy potty break set up at his desk or something. Just
he pulled out the Dasani bottle and just went at it, I guess.
Yeah, just peed on the floor. I don't know. But for those of you in the chat watching here, we do have predictions up and ready. Those will be live for a couple more minutes, as long as I don't forget, like I have for the other 2 series on the night. So make sure you get your channel points in if you wanna try that out. But looks like the potty break is over. We're gonna go ahead and try and get into this one. We got B Crawford thinking that Tumbleweeds will take it, but I'm gonna say Wild Kratts will take it. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think Photonut has faced off against Jumbo Kid quite a few times before now at this point in time.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. But all right, game number 1 getting underway here between Wild Kratts and Tumbleweeds, and we're gonna see where this one goes. B Crawford.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very big offensive matched game here, or set, I guess I should say. But I just think the pairing of Jumbo and as well as Photon and Vortex, as a goal just goes in there by Rhino. Okay, starting it off fast, like I said, but yeah, good shot coming out of Rhino there, just right place, right time, gets it over Photo, and no one back for the orange team, which I gotta figure out their names here.
Yeah, I mean, a couple newcomers, right? Not used to seeing them. A couple new faces, you love to see it. But like you said, Wild Kratts getting things started off strong. And man, if Wild Kratts win this one, my first question of Jumbo Kid is gonna be the good old
ball cam
question. Have you learned ball cam yet?
Yeah, he's never gonna learn.
I think at this point you just gotta stick to it, right? Even I think a couple people were trying to get him to try it last season, but I think at this point it's just gotta be the staple. I think it has to be.
It's who Jumbo is. It's like he's not Jumbo without the ball cam, or with the ball cam, I guess.
It defines him.
It is Jumbo. But as we see, here we go. Wild Kratts trying to get another push. Rhino can't quite get it. Crazy's just trying to go up the wall, get it out of their half. Gets a nice touch on it, but Jumbo's right there to shut that down. Coming down to Rhino, can't get a good touch on it. Maybe backflipping into it. Grabbing there, hits a shot. And kind of just wild possessions here, honestly, in the first minute or so here in this game.
Yeah, and something I want to pay attention to are the high goals per game players out here on the field. Like we saw in the stats, we saw Jumbo Kid, and on his team he had pretty high goals per game, and then it was Photonut and Vortex both had the high goals per game. Specifically Vortex. I mean, he was supposed to be the 3rd pick for this Tumbleweeds team, but seems like he might be one of the main goal scorers on this Tumbleweeds team. So gonna be looking to pay attention to that as this ball rolls up the sidewall here. Crazy Warrior makes a touch. Rhino able to get a big booming clear. Jumbo Kid goes up for it, trying to find a touch, just brings off the crossbar, but Vortex able to get a nice booming clear.
Yeah, good opportunity there coming out from the Wild Kratts, but the Tumbleweeds still just trying to get this ball off of their half here. As Crazy finally gets it off. Jumbo's just trying to go back, get the boost here, maybe take it up the wall. He doesn't quite get the touch he's wanting for, just kind of lofting it in the air there, but Vortex tries to get a shot off there, can't quite get it. Jumbo trying to push it up now. Crazy and Jumbo doesn't quite get it past Crazy, and it's just in the corner here now for Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, a little bit awkward here. Photonut taps this midfield. Jumbo trying to just disrupt here. We've known Jumbo Kid to have a very aggressive play style, very grounded, aggressive play style, and I think we're seeing it already here in game number 1. They do find themselves in the lead. We're just, you know, halfway through game number 1 as Vortex maybe had an opportunity. Crazy Warrior.
Oh
my goodness! Slots
good
it
shot.
up for 90. Beautiful shot coming from Crazy Warrior.
Man, I mean, Crazy, he had 0.27 goals per game, and he just slotted that one top corner. I mean, you can't get much better than that if you're Tumbleweeds there.
Man, I mean, dude, and he just, not much light work, no reaction really in the cams there on one of the better shots we've seen all night between all divisions, as Tumbleweeds do tie it up with that insane goal. Crazy Warrior looking to try and continue out, makes a touch midfield. Vortex gonna try and follow up on it, puts it on net. Crazy Warrior was looking for the bump on Crabinator. Doesn't quite find it though. Jumbo Kid now goes the other way, tries to ring a shot on net, maybe had an opportunity. Rhino's there for the follow-up, and he gets it. Wild Kratts go up now 2-1 on game number 1.
Great play there coming out of Wild Kratts there. Jumbo just hits it off the backboard, and I mean, if you know anything from Div D last year, is backboard defense wins you games, and right now there wasn't any backboard defense, so they got to go there off of that.
Very, very true. Backboard defense, one of the most, I'd say, around the diamond, you know, low champ level, I'd say one of the most important things that a lot of players missed out on. Jumbo Kid though, trying to get the plat pop around the defenders there, can't quite find it. And now Crabinator in the Dominus, one of the few minorities, I would say, that use. Okay, don't take that. That sounds a little that sounds a little weird, but not many people use the Dominus. That's all I'm trying to say. Crabinator, I mean, usually people that play the Dominus are pretty good on the ground. I will say that. So we're gonna be looking for that as this game goes on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we only have about a minute here left, and Wild Kratts kind of in a good position here. As Photo just kind of rings that towards the net. Doesn't quite get a good spot there, but Jumbo just takes it into the corner. But Crazy there, back to put it back mid. Crabinator can't get a touch on it. It's floating down. Photo can't get a touch on it. Jumbo just bullies him out of the corner, and he takes possession of this ball. Gets a nice little touch around 1. Can't quite get around Vortex there. And this ball is just kind of floating here in the half as Crazy hits it now to the corner. Blue team's trying to hit something here. Crabinator there to catch it, but Jumbo takes it from him. Maybe trying to go a ceiling play out of Jumbo. And no, he brings it back down. All right.
Yeah, that would have been fun to see, for sure. Vortex gonna maybe have a shot on net, and he does. 33 seconds to go. Vortex finds an opening in this Wild Kratts defense and slots one bottom left.
Yeah, just got it between 2 defenders there. Jumbo not quite in the right position there, and it just found its way in the left corner here. And so with 30 minutes left, or 30 seconds left, it's all tied up at 2. Photo gets a good 50 there off the corner there. Gets one into the corner. Jumbo just says no. Brings it back to mid. It's a nice touch. No one there to follow it up, but Crazy there to get a touch on it. And again, no one there to follow it up, and the Wild Kratts just boom it to the other side.
Oh, that's a good 50 by Rhino. It's going to be dangerous. Goes off the crossbar, and Crabinator. And actually, I think both Jumbo Kid and Crabinator were both there. Yeah, Jumbo Kid actually stole the assist from Rhino. I think he got a touch right at the end. Pitches it in. And a last-second goal here out of Wild Kratts puts them up by a goal here in game 1. Still some time left, though, for Tumbleweeds to try and answer back. This ball is going to roll up the wall. Crazy Warrior maybe looking for a little bit better of a pop. Does get around a couple, though. Maybe going to find a touch midfield. Doesn't go for it. Maybe one shot. Vortex! Oh, my goodness gracious. Vortex with the 0-second goal, tying it up.
Man, what a goal coming out there from the Tumbleweeds. Just kind of an awkward bump there between Jumbo and someone else, and it just opens it up for Vortex to hit it there in the top left corner. We're seeing some nice goals coming out from these two teams.
The shooting is insane from Tumbleweeds. I mean, what a way to start off this series. Game 1 OT, 0-second goal to force it. Love to see it. That's a little bit awkward though. Double commit comes out and it's Rhino from Wild Kratts to put this game away just 10 seconds into overtime, quickly shutting down that momentum.
You hate to see it there. Just kind of a little double commit, as we were saying, the backboard defense there, and two of them went up on it, and just no one really left on the bottom side to get the goal there, and it just hits kind of the post and goes in. So kind of unfortunate for Wild Kratts there, or sorry, for Tumbleweeds, but Wild Kratts very lucky, very happy to see that goal go in.
Man, what a game from Rhino, getting the hat trick there. I think he was he was the, I can't remember. Was he the second?
Rhino is the second pick. Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember who had the close to the goal per game on Wild Kratts. I think it was.
Yep. Rhino.
Yeah. Okay. It was Rhino. So I mean, he's showing out here in game number 1. I mean, great answer back there from the Wild Kratts to shut down that 0-second goal. But
Jumbo there too, 3 assists.
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive too.
It really is. Although he did steal one. Kind of. I mean, it could have been a goal. It could have been whatever. Who really knows? But I mean, if you're Tumbleweeds, I wouldn't hang your head too low. I mean, it was a great showing. They had some great shots and some great moments there. So nothing to be to hang your head too low about. I think Tumbleweeds will have an answer back here in the later part of the series.
Yeah, I know Photonut there just only had 1 assist in that whole game and nothing else to show for it. No goals, no saves. So I know he's going to try and bring it back here in the second game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw his stats, right? I mean, they're pretty up there in upper echelon of Division D. So like you said, I know he's going to be looking to answer back here as we get into game number 2. 10 Tumbleweeds answer back here after a Wild Kratts game 1 win. I mean, we saw Vortex Gamer with his insane goals per game. I think he had a couple in that game 1. So I'm going to be looking for him to keep up that onslaught as Photonut finds a good demo there. After a flick from Jumbo Kid, Rhino's going to be there for the follow-up. It's on net. It's online, but Crazy Warrior able to put this off to the side. Looks like he's going to try and get this midfield for Vortex. Can't quite do so. Jumbo Kid with an insane 50. Going to find this ball, this orange corner.
Yeah, for sure. I know the Tumbleweeds here, they just need to start getting the ball on the other half. The ball has just kind of been leaking in their corner and finds its way in front of the net, and that's why it's been scoring. As Kratts tries to get a shot, and it gets past. Just like that. They just have a good defensive stand, brings it around 1, gets it past another, and slots it in the bottom right corner around 1.
Oh my goodness. That was an insane play, B. Crawford. I think he demos, I mean, it was an open net for Tumbleweeds. He finds a demo on the guy shooting it, pops it around 1, finds a shot around the last guy. I mean, just an insane 1v3 there from Kratts. Jumbo Kid going for the backboard read. Can't quite find it. Vortex trying to find the open net hit. Can't quite do so. Photonut forced to slow down the play here. Maybe going to try and find a pop over 1. Vortex maybe looking for Vortex. Couldn't quite tell here as Crazy pops this midfield. Rhino leaves it for his teammates here as this ball is going to pop up high. Rhino's going to look for it clear. Can't quite find it, but Kratts should be able to handle it.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but this is the first game and a half that I've watched of any Dcrl this year, and I'm honestly really impressed with not just the first man, but the second and third mans. Like, they might be new, but they are playing hard and they are doing well. As Jumbo maybe trying to get a flick here in the corner, but yeah, I'm impressed here with these 2 newcomers, or 4 newcomers actually.
Right. I mean, that was going to be something I was going to bring up. As we get a little bit deeper into the series was, compared to the Division D of last semester. I mean, given we have a whole nother, division now, but I mean, from what I've seen, it's pretty high above what we saw last semester from Div D.
Yeah, for sure. You've got players that now were maybe low-end Div D last year and now kind of in Div E. As we just get a nice 50 there from Rhino, and he just bodies, I don't even know who that was. Was it Photo? It was Photo. Just bodies Photo there at the line and gets it to go in. I mean, it's the gym, I guess, but wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, just based off of the stats alone, I mean, I expected a lot more, offensive chances from Tumbleweeds, but I mean, really, Wild Kratts, in my eyes, have really just controlled the pitch so far. It's been, pretty marvelous to see, nonetheless. I mean, this Jumbo Kid led team is just pretty much all aggression. And somehow they're able to keep it together on defense as well. So this Wild Kratts team, even though they're 1-2, have been looking pretty good here in this matchup.
Yeah, 100% agree. As this ball just kind of floats now into the Tumbleweeds corner. Tries to get a shot towards mid. Jumbo there to clear it though. Looking for maybe another shot here mid. Crabinator, they're just there to clear it. And Photo trying to get another touch on that, but Jumbo takes it around one. Can't get it quite past Photo, but Rhino's there to collect it. Bring it towards the side here as he tries to get a 50 around Crazy. Gets a good 50, and Photo is there just to shut it down and get it back into the Wild Kratts half here. Is it kind of just floating here mid, but Jumbo there to clear it again.
One thing I just noticed, this man named Rhino has a shark car. Make it make sense, man. I don't get it. Maybe there's just no Rhino type decals or car, you know, accessories, but little bit ironic as he gets a crazy goal line save as I'm talking about him. Diving desperation keeps that ball of the net. Tumbleweeds had a great opportunity, but an even better showing there from Wild Kratts on the defensive end. Crabinator maybe just putting this ball up the wall for Jumbo Kid, who gets a touch off the wall. Photonut trying to get a shot, but it's pretty majorly offline there. Now Crazy Warrior zooming in. Maybe trying to find this ball mid, can't quite do it. Ball looking a little bit awkward. Jumbo Kid can't quite keep control of it. Photonut there for a shot, but Crabinator there for a great save.
Yeah, the Tumbleweeds here really need to start getting some offensive pressure as they're doing right now. Not quite a good shot there. Just going off the top there. But they need 2 goals here in about a minute. Maybe make it 3. Jumbo. Man, as I say it, Jumbo, nice flick there over one. Puts it in the top of the net, and now it's a 3-goal lead with 54 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, Jumbo Kid, he's got to be one of the best ground players in Division D, if not the best. Just purely due to all the time he spent without ball cam on. He is just so good on the ground. Photonut there for the capitalization on the mistake on the backboard from Wild Kratts. And Tumbleweeds have some hope now off of that play. They bring it back within 2.
Yeah, not quite the touch Rhino wanted there, but yeah, Photo just getting the goal. He'll take it whether it was meant to go in or not, but yeah, 2 goals here to make up in about 45 seconds, and Tumbleweeds pull it off.
I completely agree. We're going to see in 40 short seconds here, Jumbo Kid trying to maybe stall some time here, but Vortex is there to shut it down. He's been a little bit quiet in this game. You know, we're used to seeing that 1.48 goals per game average. Not really showing out here in game 2. They're going to need it though. 30 seconds to go, and Ryan looking for more. Jumbo Kid was there for the follow-up. Can't quite find it though. Now Vortex with not a lot of boost to work with. Jumbo Kid just muscles him out the way. Finds a 50 on Photonut. That's going to waste so much time. Crazy Warrior for the shot. It was open, but barely rings it off the post, and that is what they needed. And with that miss, I think that's going to be about it for this game number 2. Wild Kratts take game 2 and progress to 2-0 on the series.
Yeah, this team is looking sharp. I mean, their rotations are good. Their offense is solid, and when they double commit on offense, there's always someone back to help on defense. So, I mean, this team is doing a really good job at rotating, making the Tumbleweeds just kind of think on their feet a little bit, and they're getting out of position, and they capitalize every time. So that's definitely good to see coming out of the Wild Kratts here, who are only 1-2, which is actually surprising me to see how they've been playing here against Photonut's team.
I mean, that only speaks to the levels that, you know, Division D is playing at in this season of Dcrl. I mean, we're seeing the domination right now from Wild Kratts, and this is a team that's lost twice already in you know, this season. So it's crazy to see how you know, just how things have progressed. Kind of sound like a broken record at this point, but it's a lot of fun for sure. But now it's gonna be on in Tumbleweeds' hands to find a reverse sweep. I feel like there haven't been as many reverse sweeps as there normally is in Dcrl, but we're gonna see if Tumbleweeds can find one here.
Yeah, you know, if anyone knows about reverse sweeps, Photonut Grand Finals 2 semesters ago, he did it. So
that is true. That is very, very true. I mean, that's a good point. So gonna be like you said, if anybody knows how to do it, it's gonna be this Photonut guy, and he is the man to do it. So we're gonna see if he can pull it off once again here in week 4 of Dcrl. Can they do it?
Sure.
Game 3 getting underway.
Yeah, game 3 here. The Tumbleweeds really just need to get some offensive pressure. They need to get the ball on their side as they're doing, or off of their side as they're doing just keeping the ball in their side of the half, trying to create goals. That's the best way they can do it. As Crazy tries to send this one over to Vortex, gets a 50 on Crab. Crab gets a nice one on it. Photonut trying to go off of it now, sending it towards the net, gets a second touch on it. Not quite towards the net there. Jumbo trying to collect it. Right to Crazy, though, goes just off left crossbar there. The ball's just kind of floating in their half still. Photonut maybe getting shot off. He gets a 50, but not quite what he was looking for.
Yeah, that was, I'm liking the aggression, though, from Tumbleweeds right now. Their rotations, we're seeing some bumps come out, as we see one there from Crazy Warrior. This is the aggression that, you know, we needed to see from Tumbleweeds from the very beginning, as now Vortex trying to get a pop around one. Crazy Warrior gonna almost find a wide open net all of a sudden, but Jumbo comes in for the save. Crazy Warrior not able to make the touch. This is gonna be awkward, and Jumbo Kid capitalizes on a missed touch there on a great counterattack from the captain.
Yeah, you can't make a mistake when you're going against Jumbo Kid, especially when he's just kind of playing it up on the wall and on the ground there. I mean, just pretty easy, just rolls right in front of the goal. Jumbo never gonna miss that. Great goal there coming out of Wild Kratts to make it 1-0 now, which now makes Tumble have to work even harder. They have to score 2 goals just to win this game now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they, I'm going to say it. I mean, in that first minute, Tumbleweeds, I think, played the better game so far. So if they can just not let that goal affect them too much and continue playing, I think they're going to reap the benefits of that play style. Now Crazy Warrior finds a big clear out, but it's just going to give away possession. Crabinator's there. Gets that great pop with the Dominus, and Jumbo Kid just being so aggressive. It's gonna whoa! My goodness, what a save coming out from Crazy Warrior. I mean, just the aggression from Jumbo Kid. He just full sends every opportunity he gets, and man, it's just really paying out right now.
Yeah, it seems like Tumbleweeds, they have really good offensive pressure, but they don't leave anyone at the midline or further back, just in case this ball gets boomed like it's been a couple of times. And it's led to almost 2 goals coming out of Jumbo there. For sure, one that we've seen already. But I think they just need to keep one at the midline for that long pass, just to throw it right back in the Wild Kratts half, and they will be set for this game.
Yep, definitely. I mean, that's a good observation for sure. As Tumbleweeds, again, that's a good demos though. I mean, I love me a good demo playstyle, that is for sure. It does so much, disrupts those rotations, just confuses the team, adds another aspect of the game that the other team has to think about. If Tumbleweeds can continue to find some good physical plays here, it'll pay out. Photonut almost, if he had a little bit of boost, maybe he could have wrapped around that ball, put it in the open net, but we're halfway through game number 3 here, and Tumbleweeds need to find something here. What a bump from, oh my goodness, Vortex Gamer to save that goal. Beautiful stuff coming up from him.
What a bump. That was probably a game-saving bump right there coming out of Vortex.
I agree.
And I can't even believe that didn't go in. It was so free, but Vortex with a great play. As this ball is not out of Tumbleweed's half yet, though. They need to get it out as Vortex trying to collect it. Gets a touch, maybe trying to get another 50 on Rhino, but Rhino just booms it over into the corner. Sets up for Jumbo, but can't quite get a touch on it. Now this ball's just kind of leaning in this Wild Kratts corner here. Crazy can't quite get a touch on it. It's up for someone. Still kind of floating there. Rhino can't get a touch. Jumbo there. Photonut clears it. Not quite out of the half yet, though. Rhino just puts it to the corner. Jumbo there to touch, but Vortex is going to just bring it back out. Kind of an awkward pass there. Jumbo's going to try and flick it. Can't quite get the touch. And this ball just needs to get off of Tumbleweed's half here if they want any chance of winning this game.
There we go. We see it there. Crazy Warrior gets a clear out. Photonut at the midfield. Doesn't make the best touch. Jumbo Kid's going to capitalize on this and put it back in this orange half, but again, it's Crazy Warrior finding a good clear. He's gonna have 0 boost, but maybe gonna try and find this touch midfield. Oh my goodness, the Dookie comes out for the first time of the stream. Vortex Gamer with a great dunk there on the goal line to tie this game up.
What a dunk. That was well needed out of Tumbleweeds there. Vortex is taking advantage of right place, right time again, and gets a goal there for Tumbleweeds as they tied up 1-1 here with a minute left. So if they can just keep that offensive pressure, they can maybe find a way to sneak out another goal here and take this game to at least game 4.
Definitely. That's exactly what they're going to need. Maybe another opportunity here. Vortex maybe had a shot, but sent it a little bit high. Rhino gonna maybe put this up the wall. Crazy Warrior gonna look for a pinch, but Rhino reads it all the way, but Photonut gets a touch over into his own corner here. Jumbo Kid try and maybe find this ball up the wall. Can't quite do it. Jumbo Kid just comes in and demolishes that member of Tumbleweeds. Maybe gonna go for another play here. Goes up for it. Finds a touch on the ball. It's on net. Brings it off the crossbar.
Wow.
And Jumbo Kid almost calling series right there and then.
Man, what an aerial play out of Jumbo. I mean, with no ball cam, that's seriously impressive. Like, I can't even do that with ball cam, so that is impressive coming out of him. But this ball now kind of getting dangerous here on the Wildcats side. Crazy trying to get a pass, gets 50 with Rhino. And with 10 seconds left, they're just trying to find a goal here as Jumbo maybe trying to fake him out, just trying to waste time. Photo just hits it towards the wall. Kind of an awkward 50 coming out. I think this ball is just going to hit touch. Yep, there we go. 1-1 overtime. Winner takes game 4, and winner takes game 3, and it's either 3-0 sweep or we go to game 4. So let's see.
We did see an overtime in game 1, but it ended in like 10 seconds. Jumbo Kid threatening to do it there. Crabinator was there. had the game in his hands there. Couldn't quite find it. Vortex trying to find a 50 on Rhino. Jumbo Kid's gonna elect to just keep this one on the ground. Crabinator maybe trying to find an opening. Crazy Warrior's in a great spot to receive that one. Maybe trying to find another touch midfield. Photo Nut gonna go up for it. Can't quite find contact. Jumbo Kid gonna go out of his own corner here. Finds a touch around Photo Nut. Jumbo Kid gets another 50. Finds it around another player, but it's ultimately Crazy Warrior. That's a big clear. Photo Nut's gonna try and settle this. You can see Jumbo Kid. He is one of the crazier first men here. Gonna try and find a touch. Backflips. This ball gets sent the other way. They're gonna hustle back and Photo Nut find a touch, but it's Rhino to put this off to the side. Saves the game.
Jumbo is all over here in this minute of overtime so far. He's on the offensive side, he's on the defensive side, just trying to cause havoc as much as possible. Just a great opportunity that we saw coming out that first 10 seconds. Is that gonna go? Oh, great save coming out, crazy. I was gonna say, great opportunity that we saw for Wildcats in that first 10 seconds. Just couldn't quite capitalize. But they're keeping this ball on this Tumbleweed side here as Crazy Cats maybe just trying to send this one to the side. Photo Nut maybe trying to get a touch. Can't quite get it. This is an awkward shot. Can they capitalize? Rhino just a little high. Man, this ball is just staying on the Tumbleweed side. They cannot get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all out aggression. Jumbo Kid so good on the ground. Trying to wrap his car around that one to put it in. Can't quite do it though. And Rhino looking a little bit awkward, or Crazy Warrior was looking a little bit awkward there. Rhino trying to capitalize. This ball finds it's gonna bounce off this orange corner. Jumbo Kid puts it mid for Crab. That's a great pass, but shut down by Crazy Warrior as this ball once again rolls up the sidewall. And we're seeing Tumbleweeds. They're so passive to get their ball out. I mean, it's a little bit awkward of a ball, but man, the passiveness on defense just isn't gonna work. You need to just kind of try and transfer to offense here, because if Wildcats find one goal here, the series is all but over.
Yeah, this ball is just staying on this Tumbleweed side. They can't quite get it past the midfield of this Wildcats team. As they finally do there, get into the corner and maybe just trying to get a touch. Can't quite get a touch there. Jumbo getting one into the middle. Crazy there, and he slots it there in the middle. Gets the goal that they needed to make it game 4. So we see 2-1 here, taking a game 4.
Yeah, I mean, wow, I wasn't expecting it with how that overtime was going. I was fully expecting Wildcats to walk away with the series right there, the 3-0 sweep. But somehow Tumbleweeds finally find the find the ball out of their own half, and that's all they needed. That's all they needed, and they find a goal from it. And Crazy Warrior with a crazy performance, 649 points, doing it on all sides of the ball. I mean, he's got a goal, an assist, 2 saves, 2 demos. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Yeah, I mean, we were raving about the duo of Vortex and Photo Nut before this game even started, but Crazy Warrior just said, I don't need a duo. I'll do it by myself if I need to, and takes that game basically by himself, puts it on his shoulders, 2 saves, one assist, 1 goal. Vortex right there with him, 1 goal, 2 saves. I mean, great effort out of Crazy there. He was where he needed to be at the right time. Yeah, just a great game out of him.
How about the Jumbo Kid shots on goal there? 7
yeah, just
out of
wow. Oh, Brazilian almost, but yeah,
I mean,
that is impressive.
The aggression from this guy is insane. It really is. And I kind of preach this in a lot of my streams, but I mean, aggression just leads to good things normally. The worst thing that can happen is you're over aggressive, and it might result in a goal, but especially in these lower divisions, it might not even result in a goal if you're over aggressive. So I mean, the aggression that Jumbo Kid shows, it's gonna pay dividends eventually. And I think they controlled most of that game 3, but so I think if Wildcats continue to play the way they are, I think they're gonna walk away with this series.
Yeah, and Wildcats having 6 more shots at the goal than Tumbleweeds that game. I mean, you're not going to win very many games when you're shooting the ball 6 times less. That one just goes in for Kratts. Oh, that was kind of gross.
That was. What a good hit there by Rhino. Crabnator reads it all the way, tilts his car down, hits it perfectly at the corner of that hitbox. And that's just a beautiful way to start off game number 4 for Wild Kratts.
Man, yeah, I mean, you can ask for a better start than that. As Vortex maybe trying to get a goal here, trying to get it off the wall, gets a touch, not quite what he wanted there. Jumbo there to collect though, as he's taking it up to this Tumbleweed side, gets a flick over one. Crazy there to save it though. Nice save coming out of Crazy. This ball still just kind of floating there in front of the net though. Finally gets it to the corner here. Phononut trying to take it. Gets kind of an awkward 50 there with Jumbo as Vortex is trying to take it up. Goes up the wall here. Phononut's there to clear it over to Vortex maybe. Doesn't turn around for the ball though. This ball is just kind of going to float here now in the Wildcat side here. As it shot with Crazy. Crazy slots it right side. That was a nice shot coming to Crazy there. Just booms it with the front of his car. Gets it in the nice right side there with no one to save it.
The ground shooting from this Tumbleweeds team is some of the best I've seen in a lot of DCRL, given the net was a little bit open, but just the placement and everything like that is just beautiful. We've seen a couple of those shots now from this Tumbleweeds team, specifically Crazy Warrior and Vortex Gamer now. So it's awesome to see the different aspects of the game getting used in different ways. But now Crazy Warriors looking to try and end this one off here. Phononut puts this up off the side wall. Crabinator able to find the big booming clear. Jumbo Kid trying to beat him out, finds a 50, results in a pinch. Ball finds its way midfield, and Crazy Warrior puts it in this blue end.
Yeah, for sure. Nice shot coming out of Vortex there. Just kind of 50s with another. This ball is still floating here in the Wildcat side. Gets a nice touch there from Crab, floating it over to Tumbleweed's side here as this ball is just going to kind of ride on this wall. Crazy trying to take it over. Gets a 50 with another. Vortex there to get another 50. And Photo's trying to get this one over. He does get it over Jumbo, kind of floating. No one there to take it. Someone's trying to go up for an aerial. Photo gets a touch on it, gets it towards the center. Crazy can't quite get the touch that he wanted. And no boost there from Vortex. Is that going to lead to a goal? It will! Jumbo gets up to it with no boost coming out of the Tumbleweed side there. Jumbo takes advantage and just gets a nice shot from the corner into the corner of the net there.
I mean, this Jumbo Kid guy is just so aggressive. He, you know, forces his way into like every, you know, situation he can. And that's just a great read from the captain Jumbo Kid. We can progress to a goal lead here in game 4, trying to just end the series here and now. Because we do have, so Rhino and Crabinator are members of the LATC school. They're a new, I think Lakes Area Technical College is their name. And I think they're a new addition this season to DCRL. And I'm getting word from the chat that their esports room, which I think Rhino and Crabinator are in, is closing in 9 minutes. So I think they desperately need to win this game to try and just close out the series here and now, so that they don't get kicked out. Hopefully they don't get kicked out if we go to game 5, but they're kind of close.
Yeah, I know me and Bepper have been there a few times where lab closes at 11 and our games have gone till 11:30 and he had to get kicked out by campus security. But hey, we power through. That's what we do for DCRL. But with 2 minutes left here, Tumbleweeds need to get something going. They need to get the ball on this Wildcat side as they do here. Can't quite get a touch there, and Rhino's just going to let it just kind of roll around. Gets nice touch over one. Maybe gets it around Photo. He does. Trying to send this one. Jumbo picks it up, sends it to mid. Crab is there. Nice save coming out of Phononut there. Wow, no boost. He just gets a touch on the ball and gets it around. And now he's got full boost, puts it on net, and he gets it in. What a play out of Phononut. From save to goal there. He did it all for the team.
Wow, what if, like you said, both sides of the field there. I mean, you said it perfectly. Just beautiful save. And I don't think anybody from Wild Kratts was expecting that from Captain Phononut, as he just dribbles that ball in, ties it up 2-2. And if you're Rhino or Crabinator, you're now starting to sweat a little bit here. Maybe being forced out of the esports room. You gotta win this game. There's all of a sudden a lot more on this game than just the series. As oh my goodness!
What a save!
How did Crazy Warrior react to that shot? I was not ready for that whatsoever. I mean, that was a crazy shot, but an even better save coming out from Vortex Gamer there. Phononut trying to find a shot on net. It's on, but Crabinator was a good defensive rotation there. Phononut has a full tank of boost, trying to find that ball around. Crazy Warrior muscling, trying to muscle his way through. Can't quite find it now. Rhino maybe has an opportunity. Jumbo Kid, can he get around it? Can't quite do it. Pops it mid. And Vortex able to save the day and keep that ball out of the net.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of pressure coming out of Tumbleweeds here, and then the ball just gets shot onto the, or excuse me, yeah, a lot of pressure coming out of Tumbleweeds. Wildcrats to shoot it over to the Tumbleweed side, and it's just a goal for them almost every time. They just got unlucky there with the ball getting a little too ahead of Jumbo Kid, as this ball kind of just staying on the Tumbleweed side now. They can't quite get it off. Jumbo trying to get a touch, can't quite get it. Krabbinator going up for it. Gets a 50 with Vortex. Vortex wins it though. Jumbo now just trying to collect it, maybe bringing it over his net, bringing it to the other corner, and just kind of toying with him, almost trying to kill time here. Kicking it now over to the other corner. Photo there to collect it though. Jumbo tries to 50 it. Photo gets a nice 50. No one there to capitalize. Crazy gets another shot off with 15 seconds here. This ball is very dangerous here for the Wildcrats, as Vortex is trying to clear it out now. And we're going to see the ball just kind of float now on the Tumbleweed side. 5 seconds left. Photo doesn't get a touch on it. That's dangerous. Ball's still up. There's a chance. A nice touch coming out of Rhino.
Oh, that's going to be it.
Oh, there we go. So third overtime coming out in these first 4 games.
What a close series from these guys. And actually in overtime is worst case scenario for these Wildcrats guys, because if they don't win this, it's just going to be more time wasted that they don't have. So it's going to kind of be a must-win situation here for Wildcrats. Ball is up. Rhino trying to find the beat. Can't quite do it. Jumbo Kid grabs a big boost in the corner. Finds a touch off the corner. Crazy Warrior's going to go up. Trying to find a shot. Kind of hits it powerfully down into the ground there. Nothing comes from it. Vortex gets a beat around 2. Krabbinator needs to make a touch here. He can't find it. And it's Photo Nut with the put away here in game 4. And who else other than the reverse sweep king himself, forcing a game 5. Beautiful stuff coming up from Photo Nut.
Man, I tell you, these Tumbleweeds love that right side of the net. They have been clanging it there all series long. Photo now joining the party as he gets a nice overtime goal there to send it to game 5. And he's been here plenty of times before. He's done it at grand finals, like we said earlier. Like, pressure makes diamonds, and Photo definitely a diamond. So we'll see how he performs here in game 5 and how this Tumbleweed team can keep the momentum going, and how the Wildcrats can respond.
Yeah, for sure. I think let's try and ready up ASAP here. It actually is on Rhino now to try and get this game going. We're just going to try and keep things moving here, because I know they're on a tight schedule. Hopefully they let them stay a little bit past the closing time to finish the series. That would be not good if that was not the case. But looks like they're joining the game, so that's at least good news.
Yeah, and again, Wildcrats, they led in shots per game, or shots in that game.
Yeah.
And again, they lost. So they just need to find better touches and better shots to actually go in the net, and not just slow or shots right at the defender in the net.
Right. Oh, Tumbleweeds getting off to a strong start here on what could potentially be a reverse sweep here from Photo Nut. We kind of have been speaking it into existence from the time they went down by 2. Photo Nut might be the king of reverse sweeps. So we're gonna find out shortly. He's getting it started strong here for the Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, kind of an unfortunate 50 there coming out. But it works out for Photo Nut, and he's not going to complain any day of the week for that. But Photo trying to collect this ball now. Brings it into Wildcrats half. He tries to get another touch towards net. He does. No one quite there to put it in for the Tumbleweeds. It's Crazy now brings it back to the net. And ball's just kind of floating around. Jumbo gets a touch. Crazy maybe trying to 50 him. Doesn't quite get a touch that he wants. Jumbo gets a pass 1. Another 50 coming out from Vortex there. And this ball is just kind of going back and forth with these 2 teams. As Vortex has a shot on goal, and he gets it. He just puts it underneath the Wildcats defender there. And this is now a 2-0 lead. Only a minute, not even a minute, 40 seconds in.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fantastic start here for Tumbleweeds. I mean, we saw the stats, in the pregame analysis. Photo Nut and Vortex both, have high goals per game, and I think it's starting to show here when it matters the most here in game 5. It's a beautiful way to start. Jumbo Kid just disrupting the play here, trying to get something going. Can he find the aerial? He can't. Photo Nut is able to shut that down. And looks like they're trying to get this one out. Jumbo Kid finds the beat around 1. Rhino might be there, but it's going to be Jumbo just being overly aggressive here, just being a pest. Nothing's gonna come from it though. Vortex doesn't have much boost to work with. Gets a great, or not a great 50 for Rhino. Jumbo Kids goes up for it. It's on net, but Crazy Warrior with the crazy shot.
Oh!
Rhino cuts off his teammate. And a very unfortunate play there, Jumbo. Another shot, but man, that is a missed opportunity that might be the game deciding goal there.
Man, I know Rhino's gonna want that back. That was just unfortunate there. As we see now, the Tumbleweeds trying to get it now into the other side's half, and that 50 is just kind of going right back into the Tumbleweeds side. Photonut sends it to the corner, but Jumbo brings it back into their side. Vortex trying to get a touch on it now. He does. Rhino there to get another touch towards middle. Crab is there. Can't quite get the touch that he wanted. Trying to go for that right side like it's been pelted all game long, but can't quite get it there.
Yeah, that's going to be another one that Wild Kratts want back. They've been having the opportunities now, but it's just the last step of, oh my goodness. Wait.
Oh! What just happened?
Rhino with a crazy pinch off the sidewall. But I mean, that's geometry, or maybe even trigonometry.
I was just raving at the fact of how fast it was. I didn't think it was going in, and it did.
That is very unfortunate if you're a Tumbleweeds player. Rhino finds another one. Ties it up 2-2 just like that in the span of a couple seconds. The game is now tied up after a crazy turn of events.
Rhino is making up for that little mishap he had earlier in the game, and he said, I'll just get my own. So ties it up here 2-2 with 3 minutes left in this game. I know Tumbleweeds are going to keep the pressure up as they've been doing all game. That's what's been working for him. As Photo tries to get a touch, just goes for the boost instead, and then gets a touch here. Vortex trying to just collect it here. Gets a nice grab, tries to get around one. That shot's on net. Good save out of Crazy. Gets it towards the net as well. And that ball is just going to go into the corner there for Wild Kratts as Jumbo tries to go for a little aerial play here. Doesn't quite get it. And Photonut just there to send it back in the corner here for Wild Kratts. I know this game is intense right now for both teams. I mean, what have you been seeing working well for these Tumbleweeds so far?
It's really just been, I mean, they've been playing defense so well. I mean, when you have, you know, Jumbo Kid just being the pest that he is on like every single ball that he can. I mean, Tumbleweeds, oh my goodness, this finds squeaks its way in, but I mean, Tumbleweeds, the defensive stature that these guys have shown here in the series so far has been fantastic. They've been able to stay alive and then able to counterattack and maintain some good pressure at times. So you got to give kudos to this Tumbleweeds defense for surviving this onslaught that Jumbo Kid has been bringing.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of a double commit coming out, but Photonut there to clean it up. And I totally agree with what you were saying. They have defensive line. Is that just going to go in at the 50? It does. Photonut 50s it with Jumbo there and just gets it in from the corner there. But yeah, they've been holding that midline a lot better than they have the first couple of games, and it's showing here. They're getting more offensive pressure, and they're keeping the ball in this Wild Kratts half.
And then also the chances that Tumbleweeds are getting, a lot of them are going in the net. We've seen a couple open net misses and, you know, maybe missed opportunities, but for the most part, I think Tumbleweeds have really been making the most of a lot of the chances that they've had. So huge kudos to them. But yeah, Tumbleweeds find themselves back in the lead here after, you know, a couple crazy goals from Wild Kratts to make this game 5 lively. Rhino gonna go for a hat trick here, but Vortex gets up nice and early. Shuts that one down. Jumbo Kid trying to dribble around one. Oh, maybe an own goal, but those are the types of things that Jumbo Kid will do to you, making everybody own goal. It's just it's hard to play against. But 53 seconds to go. Can Wild Kratts find one goal to send this to OT?
Yeah, if these Tumbleweeds can just keep it on this Wild Kratts side here, they're looking pretty. As this ball gets pushed back into the Tumbleweed side here, though. Jumbo gets a nice touch, trying to get another touch off the wall here, but Crab maybe take it. No, Jumbo gets it in the mid, trying to go for a nice aerial play. Gets shut down by Vortex there. The ball is still lingering, though, on this side. Rhino trying to get a touch on it. Gets a 50 there with Crazy. And Vortex gets a nice touch over one. Can he get another? Jumbo just kind of sends it in the mid. Photonut is there, though, but Jumbo gets a good 50 again. And it's just back and forth between Jumbo and Photonut right now.
It really is. 15 seconds to go. Wild Kratts need a goal here to tie it up. Rhino doesn't have much boost. That's a good 50, though. Goes up into this orange corner. Photonut. That's a huge clear. He's going to find another one. That's going to waste a lot of time here. Crab needs to make a touch. He does. It's going to bounce its way towards. That's a great follow-up by Vortex. This ball's going to maybe touch the ground. Photolnut keeps it up. Different choice, but fakes it.
Yeah.
And Tumbleweeds take the series. And who else other than Photolnut to complete the reverse sweep? He lives up to the hype, and Photolnut does it once again.
Yeah, I mean, I've fallen victim to the Photolnut reverse sweep, and it doesn't feel good. So, Jumbo, Rhino, and Crab, welcome to the party. But, yeah, no, great game coming out from those three there, from Tumbleweeds. 2 goals there coming out from Photolnut, 2 saves from both Crazy and Photolnut, and Vortex gets an assist from South too. I mean, just a really well-rounded game coming out from all 3 of them.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see, but I've had a long night, and I think the night's winding down, so we're gonna go ahead, get these boys in a winner's interview, and see what they got to say. Man, I'm just still pretty much in awe here about what just happened, but looks like we got these boys ready. I'm gonna go ahead, drag these guys in, and oh my goodness gracious, guys, what? I don't even know what I just witnessed, guys, but I mean, we were freaking out over on the casting side, but how about you guys? I mean, the heart rate must be high right now, Photolnut.
It is. I had some nerves. I know I've been here for a while, but I still had some nerves, and I couldn't believe it. But, you know, I'm glad I kind of locked it down and started playing like I should.
You love to see it. I mean, Photolnut, we made this a storyline, and it was really cool to see it actually play out. You're familiar with reverse sweeps. This isn't your first reverse sweep rodeo. You've done it in a very important game before, and
you can never give up.
That is true. You love it. I mean, you heard it here. You heard it from the reverse sweep king. Photolnut. I mean, we're gonna start calling you that because that was a lot of fun to watch. So huge congrats to you guys. But B. Crawford,
awesome.
you got any questions for these boys?
Yeah, I mean, the storyline was just kind of the Photolnut Vortex duo, and we saw it in this 5-game series that Crazy, you stepped up and you played ball with these guys. Like, you were hitting clangers left and right, kind of in that right side of the net. Have you just been kind of working on your like ground shots, or what have you been working on so far these first 3 games or so?
Been trying to work on everything, but yeah, the ground shots have been something that I've been trying to get better at least.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, they looked nasty. I mean, you had a couple, especially I think it was game 1 or 2, Crawford? I'm not even...
I think it was 2. He had that nice one in the top right.
Dude, that was just sexy. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, you really just can't get much better placement than that. I mean, that was a great shot, and it's cool to see that, you know, your practice might be paying off. So fun stuff to see there, Crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead, toss it over to you now, Vortex. Man, we were excited to see you. I was, because, you know, looking at the pregame stats, I don't know if you know this or if you're aware, but you're actually leading this team in goals per game between all 3 players.
He's like that.
Dude, the funniest part is, like, coming in, like, the first thing I told them was I'm bad at shots, and like. And then, like, looking at the stats, it's crazy to see, like, how, like, practicing it actually pays off in the games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, I honestly, because, like, I have to go in and download all the stats and to show them on stream. I didn't really look at them, and so once I brought them up and saw Vortex Gamer, I mean, you're the supposed, no slander to you, but you're supposed to be the lowest ranked player on this team, and you're out here, you know, outscoring both of these guys. I mean, especially Photolnut, which is crazy. I mean,
whoa.
You need some. Everyone has their place, though.
That is true.
He's much better defending the goal than I am. My favorite pastime is seeing the ball go by my screen.
But no, I think you proved it. I mean, tonight you had a couple great shots of your own, and you know, huge reason why your team won tonight. So huge. It wasn't really a question, but I just wanted to say huge kudos to you, brother.
Thank you.
Anyways, B. Crawford, you got any last questions for these guys?
I mean, Photo, what is it with you and reverse sweeps? Like, is there just like some sort of hype phrase that you tell these boys to get hype and just come back every time, or like, what are you doing?
I just tell us it's not over. I say we win this. That's what I said at the end of game 2. I'm like, boys, we win this. The momentum's on our side. We don't lose this. We don't lose here.
For sure.
Especially since I said Jumbo Kid's team was going to be bottom of the division, and my predictions, I can't lose to them. That'd look bad.
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't think
sure.
anyone would remember that if you didn't bring it up. So that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that it worked out that way. But anyways, boys, it's been a really long night for me. So and I do apologize for being a little bit late, but I'm glad it ended up working out. And it was a fun series to watch. So huge congrats on the reverse sweep, and good luck going into the rest of the season, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the stream. I know we had a lot of people wanting the Xynergy series on stream, but dude, I'm gonna be real. I work a full-time job. I gotta be up at like 7 a.m. and it's already late for me, so I just don't have it in me. So I do apologize, but yeah, I just can't pull it tonight. So I do apologize. Hopefully that series is going well. But I just gotta say one last time, I mean, what a fantastic series we saw. Reverse sweep comes out. I think we had a game. We had a game 5 in series number 2. I mean, it was just a fun stream overall, and I'm really glad I got to show it off to all of you. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to watch there, B. Crawford.
Yeah, for sure. I only got to catch part of that series last series with Div B, I believe it was, and it was a great series between those two. And then you got a nice reverse sweep here from Div D, and Div D always produces, is what I like to say. I might be biased, but Div D always produces. So fun that we got to stream them, and they're the least streamed. So good to shed some light on these guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whether they're like the actual bottom of the league or not, like you said, Div D has just been producing. I mean, the other series I've seen this season from Div D have also been fantastic as well. So it's fun to see all across the league, all of the different, divisions performing, and I'm seeing some storylines start to come out. So it's been a lot of fun for sure. But with that, I will say, B. Crawford, you have, well, I guess so far, I'm not, you made it through a stream without having to bark or meow or whatever we had to do.
Yeah, I ain't doing that again.
Yeah, we already got our clip farm for that. So unless somebody gifts like 5 subs, maybe we'd get it. But
nah, it goes up to 10 this time.
I'm just kidding. I don't think anybody's. I don't think we got the Oilers in the chat right now. But no, B. Crawford, thank you so much for hopping on the desk with me. It's been a blast, and I'm happy to see you back on the desk. It was a lot of fun.
For sure, always a pleasure with you, World. It's a great time casting. So.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for all the support on the stream here tonight. We had 3 amazing series back to back. A lot of great content, a lot of clips, and a lot of fun along the way. So as always, if you guys want to, leave a follow if you haven't already. All of our socials, we're on Instagram, Twitch, obviously Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, all that stuff, all under Dakota Collegiate RL. So make sure you guys drop a follow, turn on the reminders, all that good stuff, if you like what we do. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for our stream tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Take our time now. We can take